If nothing changes, nothing changes. If you want a different result, you have to do something radically different. See, so many times in life, like we think we can make a small pivot and we'll get an exponential change, but it doesn't work that way. Sometimes we have to change everything if we want a radically different outcome. Hi, my name is Drew. I'm a New York State Certified Addiction Recovery Coach and Recovery Advocate. Welcome to the Reset. So every day we get up, we should think about it as a fresh start or a reset. We should think about, what am I going to do today that's going to help me be the best version of myself? What's going to help me do something today that my future self will thank me for? You know, am I working on my recovery? Am I working on my body, mind, my spirit? Am I working on something today that's going to move the ball forward, get me closer to the results that I want to get spiritually, physically, intellectually, for my recovery? What am I doing today? So every day I always say something like, make sure you call your sponsor, go to a meeting, pray, meditate, take a walk, work on a hobby, journal, take a journal, do some step work. I always mention these things because life is about repetition. Repetition is the mother of retention. Every time we repeat these things, we will get better at it. So make sure that, as you look at your life, think about, short, middle, and long-term goals. Are you reaching these goals? Are you doing things each and every day, repeatedly, that's going to get you to where you need to be? So today, make sure that you take some time, think about it. Right now, we're starting the second half of this year. Make sure that you are like, what do I want to accomplish by the end of the year? What do I want to accomplish? This is the start of August. What do I want to accomplish by December, before 2027? You have to start now. Plan. If we don't plan for success, if we don't plan to succeed, we're planning to fail. So each and every day, you have to work on these small tactical goals. I always talk about, there's strategical goals and there's tactical goals, strategy and tactics. So the overall strategy is where you want to go, whether that's maintaining your recovery, whether that's losing weight, whether that's, doing something, graduating school, whether that's something educational, spiritual, whatever that is overall. The tactical part of it, how do you plan to achieve that each and every day? And those things, you may have to pivot. You may have to do some small pivots here and there to achieve those goals. So, and sometimes there may be hazards or there may be barriers in place that come upon you suddenly that you may have to pivot and change some things that you're doing to achieve that. So each and every day, ask yourself, what am I doing today that will help me achieve my goal? So look, I always say that you matter because you do matter and your goals matter and the world needs what you have. So keep moving forward, keep striving, keep pushing, give yourself positive reinforcement, say positive affirmations, tell yourself that you're worth it. I'm not going to tell you that it's easy. I'm going to tell you that it's going to be worth it and that you're worth it, all the effort you're putting in. So God bless you. You have a blessed day.